Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Alright. What's up, guys? One thing that I just realized, I was recently watching a movie. I was watching The Fast and Furious. That was actually really good. And that movie was like the first one. The first one's always the best. We've said it so many times. But one thing I want to talk about is that when we watch movies now, it's hard for us to get surprised or excited because we've seen like a billion movies. We've seen more than the average person, more than like 10 people combined. So when we see movies, like, and we can call out what's gonna happen. I can see a movie and I can be like, oh, this is gonna happen right now. Oh, and that's gonna happen. She's gonna do this. That guy's gonna die. All this stuff. And the build-up is kind of obvious to us now. Is what I'm saying.
That's maybe because that's maybe how some critics or people just get jaded watching movies because there's less to anticipate. There's nothing left up to anticipate when you know where the story's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
I can see who's directing and who's starring in a movie and automatically know it's going to be trash. I've almost been completely 100% right almost every single time I've done that.
Or it's kind of, even if it's an all-star cast, a lot of people can come in and like people are excited maybe just to work with this one actor because he's so good. And then the movie can be bad though just because their excitement like blinded them. Because it's so crazy that you could see a good actor make a good movie and then he can make a crappy movie later. Like, and then sometimes you're wondering what the hell they just think. I feel like we're repeating another video though. So let me talk about something else.
Are those hot Cheetos?
Yeah. There you go. No, one thing I wanted to talk about is that I was hanging out with Michael, another one of our brothers, and we were watching Fast and Furious, and I told him, I think we've been noticed this too. I said, like, you realize how Fast and Furious changed a lot since the first movie.
Like less racing, more action-packed fighting.
Yeah, it turned like Philip said it.
Banks and crap.
Yeah, it turned like Hollywood, and I was like, that's right, because watching the first one again, I was like, holy crap, like this movie's freaking lit. The racing in it was so cool. It had good dialogue. It was just like all these characters, like they really wanted the role, so they played the characters really good. And then later down the line, like Too Fast, Too Furious, I guess it was still about racing. It was actually still kind of good, and they gave you some action in it. But then after that, I guess even Tokyo Drift was a lot about racing too, actually. About drifting and everything. But then later, after the whole cast came back, and then they just want to make it pure action now. They have like fight scenes and them running and gunning and like maybe one race scene, and like I don't know. Like the more I look at it, I was like, oh, that sucks, because I forgot how good the first one was. Although
the first one set the groundwork for them to make 7 consecutive decent movies.
Uh-huh.
If you honestly think about it, you can't make a movie without. You just can't have them drag racing in every single movie. And in each movie, there's a centralized theme based around their skills as drivers.
I guess that's the other side of the coin type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I still like the movies. I'm just saying I noticed how they're like explosions, gunfights, fight scenes. They kind of took it in a different direction. And honestly, I do still like the other ones, but I just noticed how like the first one was pure racing. That's what it was. And then later they made it into just like crazy cars, like all this different mods and action and funny and all that stuff. But yeah, so
it's almost easy. We'll watch movies with other people, and it's one of those times where that's about to happen right now.
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes later, that happens. Like something crazy happened. You're like, yeah, he's not dead. This is what happened, and they cut to that guy. He's like, oh, he survived. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, to me, it's important. It's imperative that you do not watch previews, because sometimes, especially nowadays, they show some of the best scenes from the movie in the previews.
Yeah.
Sometimes actually they don't do it a lot as much as they used to anymore. I've seen them do it with what's it, Don't Breathe. Is there'll be parts in the previews that never made the movies.
I guess that's a good thing.
It's cool. Yeah. That's good.
Maybe that's another video. We should do a video on.
But like those guys were talking about.
On trailers that.
Sometimes you think you're like waiting for that part to happen and it never happens, so you get kind of disappointed.
Don't Breathe is still really good though. Like we did the review in the other video. Well, maybe that's another video we should do. Is,
But yeah, we got skills, is what we're trying to say.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of. We've been around the block, you know. So.
I called a lot of what was going to happen in Don't Breathe. As much as it was a good movie, I could see what was coming.
Yeah. But
Not all of it, but some parts had me crazy immersed in what the movie's about. But we call it, you know.
Yeah. What's something that's coming up that we're looking forward to?
I don't know, but I feel like we went over our time with it.
I think we did. So let's start to get the hell out of here then.
Screw off, we're about to make another video.
Yeah, so we'll be there in a second.